his theories created some rather strong critics of his work. For instance, what would happen if the land being farmed was already owned by someone else? This was often the case in England in Locke's time. Locke claimed that those who had no land could labor on others' land to earn a living. Yet this contradicted his belief that those who do the work should be the property owners. Locke also contradicted his statement that labor is the best way to create property and wealth when he said that selling property for money was a better way to create wealth. Indeed, Locke supported the use of money over the barter system. He noted that money doesn't spoil or need constant labor to care for it. All in all, as you can likely see, Locke's theories on property were often conflicting. Here, let me give you another example, and I think that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
Number 1. What is the lecture mainly about? Number 2. What will the professor probably do next? Number 3. Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
Finally, he thought that a person shouldn't take so much property that some of it would spoil from disuse. This, he proclaimed, was wasteful. Essentially, Locke said not to fill your dinner plate with food if you're not planning on eating it all. That's the closest analogy I can make.
Why does the professor say this?
Essentially, Locke said not to fill your dinner plate with food if you're not planning on eating it all.
All right, you're done. So what is your answer for number 1?
B.
It is, of course, B. Number 2?
A.
Why A? Probably do next. Continue discussing John Locke's view on property rights, because that is the last he was talking about. Number 3,
B.
to quote from the book. Was it from the book? Did he quote it from the book? Do you think it was from the book? No, it was his analogy. It was his own comparison of dissimilar things. So analogy, when we say analogy, it's a comparison of two dissimilar objects or things, right? So that to make an analogy. Alrighty. To make an analogy. Yeah, that's it. Alright, and let's move to
Listen to
B3.
part of a lecture in a business class.
Sometimes a company encounters serious trouble. When this occurs, it goes into what we call crisis management mode. So the firm takes certain steps to control the crises before it gets out of hand. Some of these steps include dealing with the press,
Sorry.
handling upset customers, and taking steps to prevent a similar situation from happening in the future.
What kinds of situations could cause a company to react that way?
Good question. One example is a product recall.
But those happen all the time.
True, in the auto industry, they happen virtually every year. And notice how well the companies handle the recalls. In general, I mean. Most auto companies have definitely mastered crisis management. However, disasters can also cause a company to go into crisis management mode. In 1988, for instance, a terrorist bomb destroyed a Pan Am airliner. hundreds of people died. In 1989, an Exxon oil tanker ran aground in Alaska. This caused an enormous amount of damage to the environment. And in 1982, 7 people in the Chicago area died when they took Tylenol that someone had laced with poison. Those were all major problems. Now, what can companies do when they occur? First, they often use public relations experts to handle TV and newspaper reporters. These experts do things like make it appear that the company is not at fault. Many large companies have public relations officials on staff to prepare reports and to handle the press. Their efforts are often vital to maintaining or restoring a company's image. After all, people can quickly lose faith in the company. Consider the 3 companies I just mentioned. The makers of Tylenol handled the media the best. They reacted quickly and kept the public informed at all times. Exxon did the worst. Its CEO ignored the media, and at first, the company did little to help the locals in Alaska who were affected by the oil spill. Companies also need to deal with customers affected by the crisis. In the case of the Pan Am disaster, the airliner did a poor job. It was sued by the families of the dead. The company stalled and tried to shift the blame to government agencies. It claimed the government should have warned the company about possible terrorist attacks. As for Exxon, it tried to shift the blame to one person, the captain of the tanker. Eventually, the company paid for the cleanup. It also compensated local fishermen for their losses. Tylenol's case was different. The company wasn't at fault, but it did its best to help the family members of those affected. It recalled all of its products across North America. Then, it destroyed them at a cost of over $100 million. Lastly, a company needs to ensure that a similar incident won't take place in the future. Pan Am never got this chance. It went bankrupt in 1991. Yet, airports worldwide improved their security measures. The Exxon disaster led to improved training for tanker crews, while shipbuilding companies started making stronger tankers. Tylenol designed tamper-proof pill bottles and spent millions ensuring the public its products were safe. Today, the Tylenol case is frequently cited as an effective response to a crisis and outstanding crisis management.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
According to the professor, what do public relations officials do? Number 2. How is the discussion organized? Number 3. Based on the information in the lecture, which companies do the following sentences refer to?
Okay, what's your answer for number 1?
C.
Yes, try to improve. Okay, number 2?
B.
Yes, and what did you check under Pan Am?
Number 1.
It's Tylenol. Number 1 is Tylenol. You try, let's listen for you to understand that part.
Listen to part of a lecture in a business class.
First, they often use public relations experts to handle TV and newspaper reporters. These experts do things like make it appear that the company is not at fault. Many large companies have public relations officials on staff to prepare reports and to handle the press. Their efforts are often vital to maintaining or restoring a company's image. After all, people can quickly lose faith in the company. Consider the 3 companies I just mentioned. The makers of Tylenol handled the media the best.
Right?
They reacted quickly and kept the public informed at all times. Exxon did the worst. Its CEO ignored the media, and at first, the company did little to help the locals in Alaska who were affected by the oil spill. Companies also need to deal with customers affected by the crisis. In the case of the Pan Am disaster, the airliner did a poor job. It was sued by the families of the dead. The company stalled and tried to shift the blame to government agencies. It claimed the government should have warned the company about possible terrorist attacks. As for Exxon, it tried to shift the blame to one person, the captain of the tanker. Eventually, the company paid for the cleanup. It also compensated local fishermen for their losses. Tylenol's case was different. The company wasn't at fault, but it did its best to help the family members of those affected. It recalled all of its products across North America. Then, it destroyed them at a cost of over $100 million. Lastly, a company needs to ensure that a similar incident won't take place in the future. Pan Am never got this chance. It went bankrupt in 1991. Yet airports worldwide improved their security measures. The Exxon disaster led to improved training for tanker crews, while shipbuilding companies started making stronger tankers. Tylenol designed tamper-proof pill bottles and
Okay,
spent
clear?
millions ensuring the public.
All right, so Tylenol is the one that is best in handling, and they also spend millions, right? Because they need to recall their medicines, and yep, anyway, they supported the victims. And yeah, Pan Am went bankrupt in 1991, 1981, I forgot, 81 maybe. I never heard of Pan Am. Of course, you're pretty young. Okay, and then Exxon is the one who tried to blame only one person, the captain of the ship. Okay, let's move to the next. The
Listen to part of a conversation between a student and a professor.
Good afternoon, Eric. What brings you to my office on this fine spring day? I imagined that you would be starting on your weekend by now.
Oh no, sir. I've got a ton of work to do this weekend. So, I guess I'll just be staying in my dorm and doing schoolwork tonight and tomorrow.
You know, that's a good attitude to have. Too many young people these days place more importance on having fun than doing their studies. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I'm here to talk about the summer school class you're teaching.
All right. That should be a great class. I'm really looking forward to having you in it. We should learn so much during the summer.
Actually, sir, I've got, some bad news about that class. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to take it.
Goodness, why ever not?
Well, I just found out that I got an internship to work for the city government. So basically, I'm not going to have any time for the class.
An internship? Well, I see that congratulations are in order.
Thank you, sir. I was very pleased to get selected for the program. It should look good on my resume when I apply to law schools next year. So, I think I have to accept the offer.
Of course you must. That makes the most sense. In that case, I suppose I completely understand why you won't be able to take my class.
Thanks for saying that. I just wish there were some way that I could stay enrolled in it.
In that case, here's something you should know. Not only will I be teaching that class during summer school, but I'll also be teaching it in the fall semester. So you can sign up for it then.
Wow, talk about a win-win situation. That's great news, Professor Wingard.
Yes.
Thanks for telling me that. I don't feel so bad anymore. Number 1. Why does the student visit the professor? Number 2. What can be inferred about the student? Number 3. Listen again to part of the conversation, then answer the question.
In that case, here's something you should know. Not only will I be teaching that class during summer school, but I'll also be teaching it in the fall semester. So you can sign up for it then.
Wow, talk about a win-win situation. What is the purpose of the student's response? Wow, talk about a win-win situation.
Clear? Yeah, okay. What's your answer for number 1?
A. No.
Why A?
To,
About
say
an
I-
upcoming class, which is
ito,
Summer
vacation class.
class of the summer vacation class of the professor, right?
Yeah.
So he wants to talk about that he cannot join.
Yes.
Okay, number 2.
A.
What can be inferred? Why you think it's A?
He graduated and so he applied accept the internship.
Okay. What is junior?
For grade.
Are you sure? Junior is first grade. No, freshman is first grade. Junior is second grade. Wait. Freshman, sophomore. Junior is third grade. Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
So, SOPH. Sophomore. So, this is freshman, the first year. Sophomore, and then junior, and then senior. Okay. And then next.
B.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. Okay, good job. Economics. All right, so you now go to your practice.
Listen to part of a lecture in an economics class.
For most of human history, people didn't use money. Instead, they relied on trading or bartering to get goods and services. Bartering can be a straightforward trade of one good for another. For example, I give you 2 apples in exchange for 5 potatoes. Bartering can also be a trade of a good for a service rendered. For example, a potato farmer hires 3 laborers to help him harvest his potatoes. In return, he gives them potatoes as payment. The basis for bartering is need. Someone needs something that another person has. An agreement is reached, and goods or services, or both, are exchanged. This method hasn't changed in thousands of years. The method of exchange and the scope of bartering have, however, changed. Nowadays, bartering is done by individuals, large companies, and even governments. Trade exchanges have been established in many cities to help companies barter with other companies. At a trade exchange, a company can earn trading credits. It trades products to another company, which gives it trading credits. These credits don't have to be used with the same company. They can be used with any other company.
That's not exactly bartering, is it? I thought bartering was the direct trading of one thing for another.
You're correct if we narrowly limit the definition of bartering. But with a modern trade exchange, the scope of bartering becomes wider and more flexible. Say that I have a computer chip making company. I want to barter for silicon to use to make chips. But the silicon company doesn't want computer chips, and I don't have enough trade credits to get silicon. Sure, I could pay cash, but my company's cash flow is low because times are tough. Another company, which makes cars, wants to barter for computer chips. I give the chips to the car company, and it gives me some trade credits. I turn around and use those to get more silicon. Trading activity involving 3 companies or individuals is called triangular bartering, by the way.
When more than 3 are involved, it's called multilateral bartering. Thanks to trade exchanges, these types of bartering are becoming more common. So large companies barter, and so do individuals. I'm sure some of you have first-hand experience bartering on the internet, don't you? There are several bartering sites you can check out. The biggest issue on the internet is trust. How do you know that the other person is someone who can be trusted? You don't really until you make the trade. Of course, most sites ban traders who make false claims about their goods and services. They also ban those who fail to complete the trades they agreed to. So internet bartering is becoming more trustworthy. In modern times, there are some other issues involved in bartering. One is taxation. Some people believe you don't owe taxes when you barter, but they're wrong. In the US, you must report the value of the items you bartered and pay taxes on them. This is relatively new, though. It was in the late 20th century that laws were enacted to force people to pay taxes on bartered goods and services. Other countries have similar laws as well. However, at the basic level, the government doesn't expect people to report bartering for tax purposes. So I don't think anyone expects you to report the computer games you and your friend exchanged and to pay taxes on them. Another issue is called fair exchange. Basically, it concerns whether or not what you're receiving is a fair trade for your goods or services. Many barterers get less than the fair value that they deserve. Of course, it's their responsibility to know the value of their goods and services. Finally, bartering isn't an ideal way to store wealth. If you're bartering with food, the food might spoil. Thus, your wealth won't keep for very long. However, money can be put in a bank and then be used later to purchase many things. As for bartering, to get something new, a person must want what you have to offer. Since this isn't always the case, many people have trouble surviving solely by bartering. For some things, they simply have to use money.
Number 1. What is the main topic of the lecture? Number 2. Why does the professor explain how trade exchanges work? Number 3. What is triangular bartering? Number 4. What is the professor's opinion of many people who barter? Number 5. Why does the professor discuss taxation? Number 6. Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
These credits don't have to be used with the same company. They can be used with any other company.
That's not exactly bartering, is it? I thought bartering was the direct trading of one thing for another. Why does the student say this? That's not exactly bartering, is it?
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. What's your answer for number 1?
B.
Yeah, various forms that bartering may take. Number 2.
B.
Why does the professor explain how trade exchanges work? The modern. Are you sure? My answer is D.
B.
Your answer is A.
B.
A B. To describe only is it modern day form of bartering? Because even from the very beginning, it's trading, it's bartering,
Yeah.
right? Wherein apples to potatoes, that is trading or bartering. Service rendered to potatoes as payment, that's still, yeah. And then it changed. So it is to prove that bartering has changed. No, this is wrong. Little. I think I'm wrong. Little? Is it little? It changed a lot.
Yeah.
To show, to describe a modern day of form, to compliment companies on their ingenuity, to show, yeah, you are right. To prove that bartering has changed a little over time. No, she didn't prove that. Okay, what is triangular bartering?
A.
Yes, bartering between 3 or individuals. If it is 4 or more, it is multicultural. Okay, number 4.
B.
What is the professor's opinion of many people who barter? They should be using money instead of bartering? What's your answer? D?
Yeah.
They're often not very effective at all? Did she mention not effective at all?
No.
Or not effective at it?
A.
Yeah, they know the value. So it's the equivalent. There should be the equivalent, right? Yeah. So there, even in the modern, still they know the equivalent. Number 5. Why does the professor discuss taxation?
C.
To say that bartering lets people avoid paying?
Tax.
No.
No.
It says here, there is an issue about taxation. Many people believe that people do not pay taxes. But according to her, no, because in the US, they need to report. So they have to pay taxes. So that is to correct a mistaken belief that many people hold. Yes. All right. And then number 6.
B.
Yes, to disagree with the professor's analysis. How many you got?
4.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Is it hot or is it cold?
I'm
Getting older, really.
Listen to part of a conversation between a student and a computer laboratory employee.
I'm so sorry to bother you right now, but there's a problem with all of the printers here in the lab.
A problem? What kind of problem is it?
Well, none of them is working right now. I tried all 3 of the printers, but there is something wrong with each of them. Do you think that you could take a look at them for me?
Sorry, but I'm not a computer technician. I don't have the slightest idea how to fix the printers. So I don't think that I can help you out at all.
You've got to be kidding me. You work in the computer lab, but you don't know anything about printers? You're serious?
I know it sounds bad, but, yeah. I just started this job last week. So, I don't know much about anything here yet. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Do you think you can get one of the computer technicians that works here to look at the printer? I have to print a paper for a class that starts in an hour. I absolutely have to get this paper printed.
To be honest, I'm the only one here right now. You see, all three of our computer technicians are out of the office. They're students, you know? So, they're in class right now.
Do you know when they're going to return?
I think one of them said he'd be here at 4. I don't know about the others. Sorry.
4? That's too late for me. What am I supposed to do?
I don't really know. Maybe you could go to a friend's place and print your paper there?
All of my friends are at class now. Look, are you sure that you can't check out the printers for me? I mean, I think that one of them is out of ink. Surely you can solve that problem for me, can't you?
Out of ink? You're not going to believe this, but
But what? No, let me guess. You don't have any ink for the printers here.
right. We just ordered some this morning, but it's not due to arrive until tomorrow afternoon. Sorry again.
That's all right. It's not your fault, I guess. I'll just have to think of something to do.
Okay, if you don't mind my asking, what are you going to do?
I guess I'll go talk to my professor and explain the situation to him. And I'll come back here at 4 when the technician is supposed to be here. Hopefully, he'll be able to fix one of the printers.
That sounds great. I'm really sorry that I couldn't help you out. And good luck.
So
Number one.
terrible.
Yeah.
What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 2. Why does the employee explain the student's status of the computer technicians? Number 3. According to the employee, when will the ink for the printer arrive? Number 4. What will the student probably do next? Number 5. Listen again to part of the conversation, then answer the question.
Sorry, but I'm not a computer technician. I don't have the slightest idea how to fix the printers. So I don't think that I can help you out at all.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is the purpose